Hey everybody, how's it going? I did say it was time for some change. Let's start with a new intro. Hey everybody, hope you like that. Give me some feedback on it. This is Rick, also known as Duke City Devil Dog. It is the 29th of November 2020. I am in Wilmer, Texas. Uh, last time we talked, I told you I was leaving Stevens Transport. I had a good run there. Um, everything was really. I made some good money. I got a lot of miles. Last about 9 weeks was a little rough, but overall it was a good experience. But I wanted something a little bit different. Running some different freight, different routes, different experience, and to be honest with you, a little bit more money. So I've had some people, ask, and I said I was going to wait till after I left Stevens to let you know where I was going. And some people, made guesses and everything like that. So I'm going to tell you, I decided to drive for Creek Carrier. And Creek Carrier Corporation, if you don't know about Creek Carrier, there are three companies in the corporation. There's Creek Carrier, which runs dry van. There's Schaefer Trucking, that is their reefer division, and there is Hunt Transport, which is their flatbed division. And I'm going to be driving for Crete, so doing dry van after driving reefer for Stevens for about the last 14 months. It's a good change to see something a little bit different and to experience something different. Although sometimes Crete drivers will pull a reefer trailer for Schaefer every once in a while, so I may be doing a little bit of that as well, but predominantly Crete. Like I said, I'm in Wilmer, Texas. Just to let you know, I got done with Stevens a little over a week ago. Um, turned in my truck and said goodbye to Emily Rose and and headed to over here to Wilmer for orientation. I do have to say that these guys do things really good. I mean, the hotel they put us up in was first class. And I was there since Saturday afternoon, last Saturday afternoon, and went through orientation. The orientation is normally 3 days, and if you have to take if you get selected for the defensive driving class, it's a fourth day, and they do pay you a stipend through it. They provide meals in the hotel and everything like that. And usually they run orientation twice a week. Now I'm not going to go get into orientation a lot. I'll talk about it in a different video, but. But because of the Thanksgiving holiday, orientation ended on Friday, um, and I got assigned my truck Friday, and she wasn't quite ready. She'd been detailed and everything like that, and but she hadn't had her primary maintenance done, so they did that Friday night. Saturday morning, I went to go pick her up and took all my stuff and to load in her, and we did the walkthrough and found a problem. Now Crete and Schaefer trucks do not have APUs in them. They use OptiIdle, and one of the things about OptiIdle, since it runs off the main engine, is it won't run if the hood is open. So and that's to prevent the engine from accidentally starting while somebody's working on the engine and you really hurt somebody. So there's a switch in there that shows that the hood is closed. And when we went through to learn how to use the OptiIdle, that switch was malfunctioning. So they had to replace it, and they tried to replace it on Saturday, and it didn't fix the problem. So they were worried that it was an issue with the wiring. Well, they didn't have the guy that really knew a lot, as much about as they needed to until this morning, and today's Sunday. So he came in, and they put me up for an additional day. He came in, and they he checked the wiring and everything. Turns out the switch, even though it was new, it was faulty. So they had to order a new switch. So my truck won't be ready until tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get a load tomorrow afternoon or Tuesday morning at the latest. It's running later than I had wished. I would have liked to have been out of here today, Sunday, or tomorrow at the latest, but it may be Tuesday morning. But that's okay. Once we get running, you know me, we're going to get running. So I did want to talk just a little bit about why I picked Crete real quickly. And just to let you know that, it initially was not on my radar. It wasn't. I was leaning towards companies like Prime and maybe doing lease with Prime or a few other companies that had sent me some information. And a buddy of mine who I went through CDL school with left Stevens early and came to Crete. And he put Crete really on the radar. And then I started talking to Crete and Schaefer drivers while I was on the road. And I never found anybody who had anything bad to say about him. In fact, most of the people I talked to, because I'm not one to talk to real young drivers, because but I talked to people who were veterans who were driving Crete, and Schaefer, and not a single one of them had anything negative to say about the company. In fact, most of them, what they told me is that this was the company that they anticipated retiring with, and that told me a lot. So I decided to go ahead and do that, and we'll see how it goes. So I am psyched about driving for Crete. Can't wait to get behind the wheel. Now, assuming that all things go well with my truck, I did get a 2020 Freightliner Cascadia. First time I'm going to be driving a Freightliner. I drove it for our skills test, or drove a Freightliner for our skills test. But this is going to be the first time driving an actual Freightliner long distance. So we'll see how it goes. And I'm really excited about it. I will talk next time a little bit about orientation and what that's about. And we'll just do a separate video. I'll probably record it right after I get done with this one. But we'll talk a little bit about orientation so you have an idea and that whole process. So anyway, I do appreciate all the best wishes and everything. And I appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Hit the little bell icon. That way you get notified when I post. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. If you have an issue or something like that, leave me a comment before you put a thumbs down, or if you have a question or whatever, and I'll try to answer it the best that I can. Okay. I'm also gonna, one of the things, and I'll be honest with you, one of the things about Crete, and I'm not gonna say that my buddy wasn't one of the reasons, but they're high in the recruiting. They got tons of freight right now, and they're looking for drivers. So. They wanted to try to get me running Sunday at the latest, and I feel bad that it's going to be probably Tuesday morning before I can run, but we're going to do our best to get this done, and it's best to be on the road and have everything situated so we can just run hard. So, but if you're interested and you have any questions, I'll leave my contact information on the bottom. If you call Crete or Schaefer, just give them that information, and they'll hook you up with a recruiter if you want to find out more information. So anyway, like I said, I'll make another video probably just a little bit after this, and we'll talk a little bit about orientation at Crete, at least here in Willmar, and give you an idea about that. So anyway, this is Rick, also known as Duke City Devil Dog. I'm driving for Crete Carrier, and I'm psyched about that. Follow me on this journey. We're going to have a lot of fun. So we will talk to you soon.